Shit. I won't accept it. All these fun days possibly can't end just because some guy like him showed up. I won't accept it. Yeah, then they went to the shrine. Yes, they did that. However, he started cooperating with the Ooishi after that. You know. Every adult except for Chie and the superintendent so far. Coach seemed to be familiar with the school, so he brought me to the nurse's office without much trouble. The girls from my class came along as well, looking worried. Our teacher and the principal, having noticed the disturbance, came to see what was the matter.
前原くん、どうしたんですか？怪我でも。
I mean, I know they probably don't like Ooishi because he keeps poking into their private business, or at least businesses that they just really want to stay private because, you know, it damages town rep and all that. I mean, I get that much.
前原さん、さっき校庭で変なおじさんに。
Coach gently interrupted the girls trying to explain.
いえ、ちょっと転んでひねったみたいです。
Huh.
大丈夫だとは思いますけど、念のためと思いましてね。
Why are you hiding this?
保健室をちょっとお借りいたします。
入江先生、よろしくお願いしますぞ。
The principal gave him a deep bow. It looked like Coach was acquainted with the adults at school. He slid open to the doors to the nurse's office, but there wasn't a nurse in here or anything. I figured. I'd never seen anyone but Chie-sensei and the principal working here. Coach didn't seem to mind the fact that there was no nurse and quickly made his way to the nurse's office. He instructed me to sit down and started washing his hands in the sink. I get it. He's the coach for the boys' baseball team. He must be pretty used to treating wounds with first aid.
ちょっと患部を見せてもらえますか？まだ痛みます？
いえ、もう全然痛みません。本当に大丈夫です。
I rolled up my shirt and shouldered my shoulder. No bruise, not even nail marks. And yet it hurt so much I thought my shoulders would be crushed. Even the pain had disappeared without a trace. No line? Yeah. It hurts so much, but there isn't a single bruise.
それだけあいつが慣れているということですよ。
He was hitting pressure points. Used to it, huh?
今度会った時は挑発しないことです。あいつを怒らせて得をすることは何もありませんからね。自宅に制服警官を連れて押しかけてきたら、ご家族だっていい気持ちはしないでしょ。
それは確かに。
Ooishi ain't wearing much of a uniform, I'll say that.
しかし、何があったんです？前原さんがあいつと喧嘩になるなんて。
あいつ、里子に用事があるとか言ってきて。
え？里子ちゃんにですか？
Coach's gaze lowered and his expression clouded a bit. Somehow that gesture seemed to be saying Ooishi was bound to come back to Satoko, and did, and that it was no laughing matter. Coach fell silent in thought. Quietly, he took a compress out of the first aid kit and put it on me.
あの男はまだ里子ちゃんにつきまとうつもりなんでしょうか？本当に蛇みたいにしつこい男です。
Coach mumbled to himself.
つきまとう？あの大石っていうやつ、たびたび里子のところへ来てるんですか
Coach didn't answer, but the lack of a denial served well enough. What on earth did the policeman, probably a detective or something, need from Satoko? What mistake had led the detective to cling to the sweetly smelling Satoko? Smelling?
前原さんは
I can read good, folks.
引っ越してきたばかりでしたね。
ええ、そうですけど。
お社様のたたりとさとこちゃんの話は少しは聞いたことがあります。
Oh, god damn it! God damn it! Ugh. Well, I knew a few things about it, certainly.
サトコの両親がダム計画の賛成派で、転落事故で死んだのはタタリだって話ですか？
Coach smiled thinly and dryly. So you know, he said, dropping his gaze. If I recalled correctly, there was an accident on a viewing platform at the public park she'd gone to with her family, and her parents died. And then it was just big brother and little sister. And then she was with Rika-chan, and...
ご両親が亡くなったさとこちゃんとお兄さんのさとしくんはおじ夫婦宅に身を寄せることになりました。
え、あ、そうなんですか。
Their parents died in the accident, and Satoshi ran away, leaving only Satoko to start living with Rika-chan. Yeah, Tomitaki and Takano are going to be jealous. Somebody's taken their spot as the bringer of the apocalypse. I'd known that much, but this was the first time I'd heard they'd been brought to their uncle and aunt.
おじというのはさとこちゃんのお父さんの弟にあたる方なんですがね。残念なことに夫婦揃ってちょっと尊敬に値する方々ではありませんでした。
Coach normally picked his words politely. So when he came out and said they didn't deserve respect, it made me really wonder what type of people they were.
さとこちゃんの両親がダムに賛成していたとばっちりで、おじ夫婦も村内ではとても肩身の狭い思いをしていましたからね。さとこちゃんたちを歓迎するはずもなかったんです。さとこちゃんたち兄弟にとってとても辛い生活だったと聞きを読んでいます。
Bit by bit, Coach told me about the numerous agonies the Hojo siblings had suffered at their uncle's house. As their guardians, their aunt and uncle sucked up everything belonging to their immediate family. Satoko and Satoshi were crammed into a small room, and their lives were laden with things that were miserable both for their bodies and minds. In the first place, since apparently their aunt and uncle weren't on good terms, there was no end to their fighting. And as if in revenge for that, whenever they saw Satoko or Satoshi's face, they would always find fault with them, scold them, yell at them, strike them, and take away meals as punishment.
今思い出してもゾッとします。
So, pretty terrible people. Yeah.
今の元気なさとこちゃんしか知らないあなたには土毛色の顔をしてただ日陰でぼーっとしているだけの彼女など想像もつかないでしょう。
I couldn't imagine it, and I didn't want to. That was how I honestly felt. But at the very least, Satoko wasn't like that anymore. She may have had a miserable life in the past, but it was different now. Something happened to change that life. Yeah, those guardians don't
去
deserve
年
the
の渡流
respect.
しのお祭りの夜にね、おばが異常者にバットか何かで殴り殺されて、
Oh good, it's a baseball bat.
渡流しの祭りの夜には村の旧敵がたたりで死ぬと噂されてましたからね。この死も単なる殺人事件としてだけでなく、お社様のたたりではないかと村中でささやかれました。
A few days later, the deviant arrested for drug use confessed to further offenses and the incident was resolved. However, though it was resolved, no one knew whether the part about it being Oyashiro-sama's curse was true or not.
おじだってHinamizawaの人間ですからね。お社様のたたりを大層怖がり、逃げ出して雲隠れしてしまったそうです。
Oyashiro-sama is truly the guardian we all deserve.
聞いた話では、沖宮あたりの実婚の中の女性宅に転がり込んでるとか。
それで解放されたんですか、聡子たちは。
おばは死に、おじは逃げ出し、誰も兄弟をいじめる者はいなくなるはずだったんですが、まるでその後を継ぐように、あの男が執拗に現れるようになったんです。
あの男？
Oh good, that music. Then Coach lowered his voice just a bit as if being aware of his surroundings.
大石です。
大石。さっきの男。
The events that just occurred came back to me. The hard to describe ominous sensation I'd felt from him came back to me.
あいつは少しおかしいんですよ。お社様のたたりをめぐる一連の事件はみんな解決しているのに、あいつだけがそれを認めていないんです。
Accept it. The incidents were all solved and the detective supposedly with the police department didn't accept that.
あいつが近づく人間には必ず何かよからぬことが起こると言われています。
Well, they haven't been wrong yet.
Hinamizawaではね、大石のことをお社様の。
The door flew open with a rattle and Mion came rushing in. Reina and Rika-chan came running in a few steps behind her, then Tomita-kun, Okamura-kun, and a few more of our classmates.
ケイちゃん、大石にやられたの？
Boy, word spreads fast.
怪我を？
And the fact that
Mion
came in immediately go, did he do something to you? Boy, this town really does not like him.
怪我はありませんよ。念のため疾走しているだけです。
ケイチ君、本当に大丈夫かな？みんなに聞いたら首を絞め上げられてたとか言ってて。
落ち着けよレナ。肩をすげえ痛く握られただけだ。ほら、あざだってないだろ。
みー。
Why you gotta meep?
たく、あんたら何やってんだよ。
Oh, Mion want to choose somebody for this.
仲間だろ。なんでぼーっとしてたんだよ。なんでケイちゃんを助けなかったんだよ。ごめんなさい、委員長。
Mion yelled at our classmates, baring her fangs. Tomita-kun and the others hung their heads in silence.
よせよミオン。富田君たちはその場にいなかったんだ。責めるのはよせ。
くしょー。
Well, remember how much influence, at least in the other timelines, her family has around here.
大石のやつ。
Mion kicked the floor with her heel a few times, her temper running hot. Our teacher, overhearing the commotion, arrived as well.
こらこらこら。保健室で騒がしくしてはいけません。委員長、みんなを連れて保健室から出なさい。ほらみんな、もう行こう。ケイチ君は大丈夫だって。
They're bringing up the whole class president thing a lot more this time around.
ほら、みーちゃんも。
Mion was letting her emotions get the best of her, so Reina stepped in instead and let everyone out of the nurse's office. The detective from Okonomiya Station, Kurado Ooishi, it looked like the first impression I'd gotten from him hadn't been mistaken. Satoko's absence had amplified the vague apprehensions I'd felt since yesterday, and Ooishi's appearance basically sealed the deal.
さて、じゃあ私はこれでもともと千恵先生に用事があってきたんです。
あ、用事があって学校に来たんですよね。俺なんかのためにどうもすみませんでした。
Don't be so humble, he said, smiling easily.
おかげで役得と言いますか。
Please don't let it be what I think it is.
前原くんのきめ細やかなお肌も
It was, oh dear
堪能で
God,
きました
why?
よ。
Why?
はふー。
Yeah. With the usual, for Coach anyway, parting words, he instead continued.
では失礼します。大した怪我ではありませんが、患部を揉んだりするようなことはくれぐれも避けてください。もしも高熱が出たり腫れたりするようなことがあったらすぐに連絡してくださいね。そんなことはないと思いますが。
We need a real adult.
あ、そうだ監督。さっきみんなが来る直前何か言ってましたよね。大石のことをお社様のなんとかって。
As he was about to leave the nurse's office, Coach placed a hand on the door and stopped.
ああ、お社様の使いですよ。もちろん悪口ですがね。
お社様の使い？
There are many better ways to distract Keiichi from that.
前原さんはhinamizawaで毎年綿流しの夜に起こるhinamizawa村連続開始事件、通称
連続開始？
Oh god, we're gonna learn everything now. That's it, folks. The good times are officially over for this chapter. Thank you for joining Miss Gift Shop on the left.
え？
Now that I thought about it, I did seem to remember overhearing Mion or someone in class talking about it like a ghost story. On the festival day in June, one person would always die, and another person would be spirited away, but they seem to call it demoning away here. What a fine story that was. I figured they made it up to scare me, but it was true?
一体どこの誰が言い出したのかもわからない話ですが、いつの頃からか大石のことをお社様の使いと呼ぶようになりました。
Can we get this information through the morphogenic field to the other timelines? I think Keiichi needs to know this.
なぜですか？
あの男がその年のたたりの犠牲者を決めていると噂されているからです。
Whenever June came around, Ooishi would start paying frequent visits to Hinamizawa.
亡くなったり消えたりする人たちの多くがあの男の執拗な訪問を受けているからです。
4 years ago, it was known that the victim of the dismemberment, rumored to be the sacrifice, had been seeing Ooishi numerous times leading up to the incident. The sacrifices 3 years ago were Satoko's parents. Right before their accidental deaths, Ooishi had apparently visited their home. The one who disappeared 2 years ago was Rika-chan's mother. And again, people know that before she vanished, Ooishi had been talking to her extremely frequently. The one who disappeared last year, Satoko's older brother, Satoshi. Satoshi, too, had apparently been approached by Ooishi many times before he vanished. Yeah, it's only normal, but there's a pattern here. There's a pattern here that anyone who talks to Ooishi too much, or Ooishi targets too much, has been dead. There's a pattern. And then this time, Ooishi was trying to contact Satoko?
冗談じゃないです。
噂ですよ、前原さん。そういう噂があるというだけです。
I hadn't said that because of the rumors of Ooishi being Oyashiro-sama's servant, whereas contacting someone foreshadowing who would be the sacrifice that year. Yeah, yep, that, you know. So far it seems like the one Ooishi-san has the most contact with are the victims. Ooishi is the Grim Reaper. It was because the ominous hatred I felt towards Ooishi was becoming more substantiated, more real.
サトコ、今日欠席したじゃないですか。
え、そうなんですか?
That looked like news to Coach. I thought he might have known why Satoko was absent today, but...
では失礼します。前原くんも早くみんなのところに行って安心させてあげるといいでしょう。
そうですね。そうします。
Coach left the nurse's office and headed towards the teacher's lounge. So it looks like we end the chapter on a happy note. Unless they're going to make this 3 segments. Nope. Better left untold. That is the achievement. Boy, ain't it the truth. So let's see what we got here. Research notes. The Hojo family. Every year, Oyashiro-sama's curse claims 2 victims. This means that with 4 years in a row, there have been 8 now, but it's worthwhile to note half of them have been members of this family. Note, the curse on the 2nd year, a certain falling accident, involved the death of Hojo, a dam proponent, and the disappearance of his wife. She was pronounced dead the following year after being considered to have vanished under perilous circumstances. The curse on the 4th year involved the death of the Hojo siblings' aunt, who was then their foster mother, and the disappearance of the elder brother. The Hojo family is a poor one, and it's hard to say Mr. Hojo's job went very well. Apparently, upon re-employment via family connections, there was a plan for them to return to the home of the mother's side of the family. For Mr. Hojo, the eviction due to the Hinamizawa Dam project and the payment of a large amount of compensation money was essentially a windfall. Mr. Hojo aggressively accepted the Ministry of Construction's negotiation from an early stage and selected others from Hinamizawa who were also dam proponents. It was rumored he had been bought out by the Ministry of Construction for doing so, but the truth is unknown. However, the dam's proponents were in the vastly outnumbered minority. In addition, as the Sonozaki family strengthened its own foundation and promised support against the dam, all of the proponents, save for Mr. Hojo, switched over to the anti-dam side. At this point, Hinamizawa was completely united against the dam, and Mr. Hojo was held up to ridicule as a stooge of the dam project's proponents. He was essentially used as a scapegoat for the anti-dam coalition. In the end, the dam project collapsed with the Oyashiro-sama's curse and the dismemberment incident. However, punishment towards the bitter enemy supporting the dam project continues to this day. There are not many left today who supported the dam project, nor who had a negative reputation at the time. If there were any candidates left for the curse, it's the husband of the housewife who was beaten to death last year, Teppei Hojo, and Mr. Hojo's daughter, Satoko Hojo. Strangely, these two are the only candidates left. Will this year's curse come down on the two of them? There's more than enough value in observing them both. And the post memo. To Ooishi-san. There was a call from you from Section 4 Chiefs Shigeharu. Yeah, this chapter is really trying to say that Ooishi is about as far from being able to be trusted as we could hope. Apparently the slaughtered corpse in the Ojikawa River is related to the S group, as we thought. We're still verifying what happened behind the scenes, but apparently the deceased filled up dozens of self-created fictional bank accounts to their limits with money from the S group, reaching about 100 million yen. It appears there were 3 or 4 men with former S group connections involved in this. They've already disappeared along with millions of yen. The deceased was tortured on that point for information, and she was clearly slaughtered as an example to others. There are apparently some real wizards chasing down the people who disappeared. There are also spreading letters to related Yakuza groups not to harbor them. There's still no evidence that Teppei Hojo is one of those people. From what Chief Shigeharu has seen, nothing's been announced. For such a dependent, the man wasn't trusted at all. Teppei Hojo has left his apartment in Okonomiya and has returned to his former residence in Hinamizawa. Next incarnation, make no friends, talk to no one, head down, do nothing but schoolwork, sleep and eat, and that's how we'll survive. I don't know if I'd call that living. Don't know if I'm prepared to call that living or not. Okay. Good times for everybody. You know, I think we've seen what happened with leaving the town. It didn't work for other people, you know. Remember, the town follows people. Anyway, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back, but I need to refill my drink. So, yeah. Enjoy some little Shop of Horrors while I'm out.